Hi, I'm Krystal McFeders, Public Information Officer with the Unified Government of Wyandotte County in Kansas City, Kansas. Today we have Angel Obert, Director of Parks and Recs for the Wyandotte County. And we just want to talk about some different things that are kind of going on at some of our parks as well as in our neighborhoods. So Angel, I wanted to just ask you a couple of questions. First, there was an incident that occurred in the month of November at Quindaro Overlook. Do you mind kind of discussing that for us?
Yeah, what took place there was an incident with graffiti. It seemed like a couple people probably came up to the overlook and had some spray paint, and graffitied some profanity on the cement and also the rock wall there at the overlook.
Okay, that's so unfortunate. Can you talk about the time it takes for someone from the unified government to have that information or any of that vandalization corrected?
Yeah, what took place at the Overlook, I guess, that graffiti job. So what it took for us to be able to go in and clean that up is two of our parks guys took about 4 hours of their time to get down there and get it cleaned up and taken care of. So when it's all said and done, what that looks like is about 4 hours of labor for two of our employees, and then also if you include the chemicals and the resources to clean it up, it could be about $250 total to take care of some graffiti like that.
Wow, wow. Thank you for sharing that. Angel, do you also mind sharing about just some different instances of different things that have occurred throughout the year with vandalization as graffiti in the past?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of graffiti this year, and we've been trying to do a better job at making our community more aware of it, just so we can come together and take ownership of our parks and our open spaces and green spaces. But a lot of the graffiti too that we're seeing are on some of our new infrastructure that we've been putting into our parks, our prefab restrooms. Unfortunately, it seems like the city park area has been hit pretty hard this year. We got a new restroom there through some CARES Act funding and also some CDBG dollars, which has been really great investments for our park and our community. That particular restroom at City Park actually was tagged, I think, 4 or 5 times before we were able to open it up. In the spring season for our community use for the first time. So that was really unfortunate. And again, we had another incident at Pearson Park with, again, another brand new prefab restroom that we've put there. This incident took place around the 4th of July holiday. And what happened with that specific restroom is it seemed as if people went into the restroom and blew the restroom up with a lot of fireworks. There's a lot of debris everywhere inside, and I'm talking a little bit of what it looked like for our crews to go in and clean that up because it was some pretty extensive damage done to that restroom. It was, again, probably 2 to 3 people of our parks crew and their time going in and cleaning it up. We actually had to make some repairs to the inside of that restroom because of what took place. So labor and cleaning was about $500, and then repairs to replace what had been damaged was about $750.
Wow, wow. So when you have to utilize the resources from Parks and Rec to make corrections to vandalism as well as graffiti cleanup, that takes away from other funds for programs and different other things that within the Parks Department that we could be using those funds for. So it's very unfortunate that you have to reallocate those funds for cleanup when you could be using them for other things. So really hate to see that. So if someone actually notices some graffiti or anything at one of the parks, is there a number that they can call or a department they can reach out to?
Yeah, so definitely encourage people to report graffiti. And you can make those reports to the Code Enforcement Department, which is 913-573-8600. But you can also call 311 and also report graffiti there as well.
Thank you, thank you. And I know for this particular graffiti incident that occurred at Quindaro Overlook, there is a reward of $250 that's been put out on the table, and that actually kind of goes for all of the instances of graffiti and vandalization. There's always a reward that is being offered. So we definitely want to make sure that residents are aware that if you see something, say something, because you can potentially earn a reward from that. And there is a process behind that, and we'll pretty soon have that information mapped out for you. If you would like to share any information or tips that you have regarding that. Angel, do you have anything else to add to that?
No, like like you've said, Krystal, and what we're trying to do is just bring more awareness to this issue that we are facing in our community. We've had a lot of community members to reach out on posts, and they're frustrated by it because they do see the great things happening in our community and with parks and recreation, and some of this new infrastructure that we're getting, and we want to work together to take care of it because we want to continue to make our community better and make our parks safe for our residents and our youth. So whatever we can do to work together, and definitely if you see anything like this taking place, uh, take the right steps to report it.
Definitely, definitely. So thank you so much, Angel, for your time. And again, like I said, if you see something, say something, because we definitely want to keep our parks safe and looking great. So thank you again, Angel, and we will have more information for you soon. Thank you.